Oh, this is beautiful. I don't believe I'm here.
What's up, peoples? Welcome to the B-Side Podcast, episode 20.
Woo!
Yo. Damn, your energy sucks today.
Oh,
do it again. Let's do it again. And we're not editing this out. All right, 1, 2. What up, peoples? Welcome to the
Yo.
I fucked it up. Episode 20 of We Are the B-Side Podcast. Everybody clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I got A-Rods to the right of me. Yeah, that's my right. And I got Ace Free Thoughts and his beautiful lady to the left of me.
Yo.
Welcome to We Are the B-Side.
Appreciate you for having us.
We got cool ass.
Oh, we also got Mike.
Like Mike the engineer.
Our engineer today, our sound guy. I swear he looks like Derek Jeter. We're gonna post a picture of him from like the nose down. You're gonna be like, "Yup, that's Jeter."
Only in the chin.
Oh man, Ace Free Thoughts. What's up, my brother?
What's up, boss?
What's
How
going
you
on?
How you living? How's everything?
I'm living horrible.
You're not living horrible.
That's good to hear. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
It's nice to hear. Nice to hear.
So Ace is from Harlem.
Yeah.
Dude lives in Maryland. Came all the way here just to be on the show. That's called
Thank you.
hustle, ambition,
You know.
a bunch of other stuff that I don't know the names of.
I mean, you could have had anybody, so I felt like I was obligated to come. You know.
No,
No, of course not.
Well, the pleasure is all mine.
Nikki
you know?
found you, and it was a good find. So
Yeah.
thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for being part of
Shout
the
out to
podcast.
Nikki.
Yeah, shouts to Nikki.
Shout out to
Nikki be
Jersey.
finding all the hidden gems. Like when we were listening to your music, and I'm like, you really gonna come to see us? Like, we should go see him. Like, we have
No,
seriously.
he said we were working, and he was like, "Yo, how is he not signed?"
I'm just saying.
And
I
I'm
just
like, not
started
everybody wants to
rapping,
be
though.
signed.
Really?
Yeah, I just started rapping
How long you been doing this?
since like 2014.
Oh wow.
And you never had any music background before that?
I mean, I wouldn't say so. It's not no more than the average New Yorker, you know, drunk and freestyles. You know, but I never like would write music or anything like that. Like seriously, I mean, I wrote like a song when I was 6, but everybody did. Bow Wow was out, and I wanted to be him. So you know, I was Bow Wow for a couple of weeks, but that passed. But I never really music wasn't something I ever started doing until I was like 24. 23.
Wow. So you didn't grow up saying you were gonna be in the music biz or anything?
Never,
like that?
not at all.
So what did you want to be? What did you want to do?
I wanted to do a lot of things. Like when I was like up until I was like 6, I wanted to be a cop. But you know, growing up where I grew up, that obviously changed quick. You know, I didn't want to be a cop, but then I wanted to be a basketball player. Then I wanted to be a football player. Then I wanted to be a lot of things that we probably shouldn't talk about. But you know,
You're proving all the stereotypes right, by the way.
completely. You know, completely. I wanted to be a gangster. I wanted to be. a lot
Me
of
too.
things.
I had every color bandana.
You
I'm
know,
not proud of it.
exactly. Yeah. You know.
Stupid 12-year-old stuff.
You know.
I don't see you with that.
Yeah, me either.
So Ace, how did you go from Harlem to Maryland?
Well, actually, what happened was I had kind of gotten into you know a little bit of trouble throughout like my early teenage years, and luckily I was able to dodge it. And my mother, you know, she didn't really want my younger siblings to follow in those footsteps, and she had a friend who had moved to Silver Spring, Maryland, which is in like Montgomery County, and at the time they had like the best public schools in the United States. So she was telling my mom like, hey, you know, you should come out here, and that's how we ended up out there. I hated it instantly, like I hated it.
It's a different world.
A completely different world. Like we took a Greyhound there. My mom lied to me. Like she told me we were just going, you know, to visit. I fell asleep, woke up. Everyone had like a super deep country accent. I thought I was in Texas. I didn't really know where I was at, but you know, when I got off the bus, the Greyhound, like a bug hopped on me, and it was the scariest thing ever. You know,
wow.
I didn't see too many bugs in the city.
How old were you?
I was early teenager. You know, early
Okay,
teen.
yeah, because when you're younger, it's easier to adjust.
Yeah, you know.
Once you're a teen, you're leaving your friends behind,
you know,
you're
I
leaving your whole lifestyle.
I just started taking the train by myself and everything.
Wow.
And then I had to leave all of that behind. But I thought I was just gonna be there for a weekend.
Yeah.
And then like 2 weeks later, I'm in school. You know.
You were enrolled.
Then everything,
deep.
you know, it never set well with me. I'm 25 now, and I still don't feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like I live there. You know?
You know, it is that you're from New York.
Exactly.
And to New Yorkers, everything sucks besides New York.
Completely.
You go to Florida, it sucks. You go to LA, it sucks. I mean, it's cool for the weekend.
Exactly. It's
You
cool
know?
for the weekend, but forever, like, you know, it's just New York is just a place that you'll never find another place like. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, nothing like it.
Kind of reminds me of like Fresh Prince story.
Yeah.
Kind of trouble.
Exactly.
No.
Just like that, except like, I mean, freshman, you look like he had it pretty good.
I mean, yeah, he went to Beverly Hills. You went to Maryland.
So,
It kind of sucks.
Yeah, but you live with Carlton. Carlton was annoying. I would have smacked him the first episode. Like, get out of here with your stupid ass dance.
But, you know, the thing that I liked least about Maryland was the crickets. like, you know, New York, the city never sleeps. But
Oh,
like,
you hear them.
I never heard a cricket before, so it was so
Yeah.
loud. I didn't know what it was, and it really bothered me.
So you were like in the country or
I'm not the country, but it gets quiet at night.
Yeah.
You know, it's quiet at night. Like,
nothing like Harlem?
yeah, you know, I can't sleep without the TV or something on. Partly because I'm a little bit afraid of the dark, just like a little bit, but I also need to hear something.
Yeah.
You know,
So what do you think about Harlem now? Because Harlem has been gentrified.
I think it's. I was literally on the way here. I was telling her how like a lot of things changed. Like growing up, I would never see like people running with their dogs and stuff. That would have never flew in the hood. But it's okay now.
Yeah.
And it's. I mean, I guess it would be ignorant of me not to accept that. But a part of me is just kind of like, you know, like the old school hip hop heads who don't want to hear Yachty and like Lil Uzi and them, who
That's
they don't
me.
want to accept it. You know.
That's
Like,
me.
you know, I agree, but
Yeah.
you know they don't want to accept it. But it's kind of ignorant their reasons, you know, why they don't want to accept it. That's kind of how I feel about you know the
Yeah.
people with the poodles and stuff. But you know, it changed a lot. Like it changed 100%.
You know when it was over for me with Harlem? When I saw a woman pushing a dog stroller.
Exactly.
I was like, yo, what
what?
the hell?
Like-
what am I, downtown man?
You know what I mean? You know, with,
I was
with
like,
the little
okay.
iPhones. That would have never happened, you know.
Yeah.
And when I really knew, like, I was just walking to the store, and there was like no kids outside, and that's when I knew things changed.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to seeing like 6-year-olds outside until 3 a.m. That's
Yeah.
how it was when I grew up.
Don't get it twisted. Though. There's some parts of Harlem still there.
Yeah.
Harlem.
Still, yeah, it's
But
still
progression is good. It's good to
hard.
evolve. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what I was saying. Like, it would be ignorant of me not to like. That's a step in the right direction. I would say
Right.
so. In certain ways. You know?
do you think that can affect hip hop coming out of Harlem because they're not living the same culture anymore?
I completely think so. Like, I feel like if you just listen to the music now that's coming out of New York, I mean, it's cool, but it's different. You know, it's not the same. You know, like, it's not like, I mean, now, granted, it's not from like Harlem and everything, but it's not like the music that you're used to hearing from New York. You know, it's the music that's coming out now is pretty colorful. Like, I don't really know another word to describe it other than colorful. It's just like colorful. Like, but I'm used to like, you know, hardcore, you know, bars.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now it's like more like melodic.
yeah.
Is that the right
It's
word?
More
Melodic?
musically, yeah.
Yeah, melodic.
Shouts
Yeah.
to Drake.
No.
Nah, Drake is different. I'm talking more like not that kind of. I'm like Drake's melodies make sense, but then you have like the, you know, not
Drake
to talk
sings
about
too
them
much.
again. You know, you have like the Uzis and like those other guys. I don't know their names, but I don't even know what they're talking about or what they're singing about.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Just whatever.
We can thank
Yeah.
Future for that. Thanks,
Yeah,
Future.
Yeah. I like Future though.
I do. What I could
I don't.
understand.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm just there like, what?
I
At
think
first,
it sounds the same in every track.
I rebelled against it for a long time, but then one time, like, you know, they say, if you know, like J. Cole said, if the hoes like it, I love it. You go to the club, get drunk, and Future plays, you can't not move.
You bump into it, yeah.
You don't, and then
But
I,
that's
you know,
why I always say that. Like now to be modern, I always say like in the club is one thing, but it's
Exactly.
not iPod worthy.
Exactly.
For me, it's not iPod worthy.
definitely, I say like my car. It's not something I just bump in my car on the way
Yeah.
home. You know, unless I'm going to the club or you know something like that. So it's I definitely agree with you 100% on that one. You know.
Definitely. So just touch base on the name. How you came up with that name?
Yo, honestly, it's kind of funny. Like, everything that happens to me is because I was going through something. But you know, I was going through something, as you heard every time you asked a question. And I was asleep. And in my dream, I was talking to an old lady, like an elderly woman. I don't know. She didn't really have a face. She just had a voice. And I was telling her everything. And she just kept telling me, you need to free your thoughts. Every time I said something, you need to free your thoughts. No matter what it was, you need to free your thoughts. So I woke up, 3 a.m., wrote, free your thoughts. I just looked at it, you know, I write things on sticky notes and I just post them in places that I often look in my room. And, you know, I just kept saying, free your thoughts, free your thoughts. And I just took away the your and it was like free thoughts. So I had that, didn't really know what I was going to do with it. So then I designed a logo and then, you know, it just kind of like came, you know, free thought. And it was like very self-explanatory. You know, and if you know me, you know what I'm about. It's pretty self-explanatory. Free thoughts, free thinking. It's just like, yo, be you and don't be afraid to be you. Because I feel like a lot of us are afraid to be ourselves, just because like society doesn't choose us. Like if you look on, if you go like look at the media and everything, like especially with women, there's a certain type of woman that they promote, you know,
Yeah.
and there's a certain type of man that they promote. And so like but that's not what the average person looks like. So we always feel like society doesn't want us, so we're afraid to be ourselves, you know. And then people who are themselves, we call them nerds, geeks, and we bully them.
Yeah, we label them.
Because of our own insecurities, you know. So I just kind of wanted to stop that, and then I decided I wanted to make like, you know, clothing and everything because my mother She had 4 kids. She was a single mom, you know, and she couldn't afford polo and everything, you know, the $30 t-shirt. She couldn't afford that. So I would go do things to get the money, you know, things that could have necessarily ended my entire life. And I didn't want other people to have to do that. So I decided I was going to figure out how to make clothing or whatever it is and make it look nice, but also make it affordable, you know, and that's why I did that, you know. And at the same time, I wanted people to know, like, yo, if you want to be a rapper, be a rapper. Because going to school, you know, if a teacher asked me what did I want to be, I said I want to be a rapper or a basketball player. And, you know, it's only 1 in a million. But then let's say I said I wanted to be a doctor. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But then my girlfriend tells me that, like, barely anyone gets accepted into med school. They don't tell you that. But let you say you want to be a rapper, they're going to tell you, oh, you shouldn't be a rapper.
Get judged right away.
They shoot your dreams down.
Shoot it right down. That's what I just wanted everyone to know. Like, look, man, you know, bump society. Do what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, if you want to be a rapper and you get stuck being like, you know, a lawyer, no, not that there's anything wrong with that, but if that's not your passion, you'll never be happy with that. My grandmother told me that an entrepreneur spirit will never truly be satisfied as an employee. So, you know, I don't want to live my life as an employee, you know, but it's fearful, like it's scary to work for yourself, you know.
Yeah.
So it's very easily
There's
to
no
get
bungee
deterred,
cord.
you know, exactly, because if you may call out one day, but you always know you're gonna get that paycheck. You know, it's not like that when you work for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's scary. So, you know, I just wanted everybody to know, like, look, man, just take that chance, because it's failing, working for yourself is a lot more, like, it's a lot easier. Like, you're not gonna hurt yourself as much as if you live your whole entire life working for somebody else against your own will. You know.
That's true.
Shout out Dame Dash. He has that mentality.
Facts. But Dame Dash is an asshole with it.
Yeah, the way he speaks sometimes comes out like asshole.
It's also nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, work
I kind of like it though, because that's who he is. I mean, he's not selling out to be anybody else.
Words penetrate you, so it works.
Yeah, but I just feel like he bashes people who do get up and work every day and make an honest living. Some people make a lot of money doing that, and they feed their families and their
Some people are okay with
exactly.
With
You know,
I don't think it's for everybody. You know?
Exactly, and I feel like Dame Dash bashes people who does that.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching the Breakfast Club interview, and he was like really bashing Envy.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this man gets up, feeds his children are good, his family's good. You can't do that just because he decided he wanted to do that as opposed to Euro. And that's what my free thoughts about. Like, be you.
Yeah.
If you want to work 9 to 5 every day, own that shit. You know,
Yeah.
like, grind, do that. Be the best at it. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's
if
a
that's what
good
you want to
movement.
do. You know, and that's, you know, but at the same, that's just not for me. But if that's for you,
Do you?
own that shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't let me stop.
So you just started music. What
Yeah.
made you get into music?
I was going through a lot of things, and I'm the kind of, like, I feel as though music should get you through certain things if you're going through, because, you know, you don't always have somebody to talk to, so it's nothing like just pressing play on a song and it's speaking for you. You feel like, you know, you're not alone.
Yeah.
So it was a time where I was going through a lot of things, and I didn't really have that person I could listen to aside from like J. Cole, but, you know, I didn't want to just always listen to J. Cole. So, you know, one day I just decided I was going to just write my thoughts. Like, I didn't want to drop fancy bars. I literally just wanted to say what I was feeling. And I did it, and I was a little drunk one day, and I let somebody hear it, and they were like, yo, that's dope. And they convinced me to put it on Instagram.
Wow.
So I put it on Instagram, like just a little quick, you know, 15-second video.
A little snippet.
Yeah, you know, because that's all you could do at the time, 15 seconds. So I put a 15-second video, and it got a large response.
Wow.
And, you know, she commented on it, my girlfriend. At the time, she wasn't my girlfriend, but I always wanted to bag her.
Speak on that story, because Nikki was kind of telling us about how she found you to come onto the.
So, you know, you know, and then at the time, like, when she commented on it and it got her attention, I was like, all right, bet, let me do this. I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna really do
like,
this
that's my
now.
way in.
That's my way in. I swear to you, like, almost every song I've written about a female or whatever, one way or another, it was influenced by her. She doesn't believe it. She
Daniela.
doesn't know. You know,
Yeah. Love. I love love.
you know, but that, girl. That's, you know, that's probably how, you know, Nikki even found me, because
It is. It was because of
she curved me.
the shade room or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You know, she curved me.
Okay, so go speak on that, please.
All right. So here's what happened. I'm gonna be honest with everybody.
Daniela's laughing.
Danny, she had made a song. Not a song. I'm kidding. She made a Twitter, and it wasn't really popping. And I literally told her, I was like, "Yo, give me a week. I'll get you popping." So I took a picture of us. I didn't take, like, I had a picture of us, And I had just recently made a new song too, and I took the lyrics from it, and I made that the caption of the picture. And then I went to her Twitter. I did it myself. I went to her Twitter, and I was like, "You're just like a brother to me," you know. And then I retweeted it from my own Twitter, you know, thinking it'll probably get like, you know, 10 retweets or so. Nothing special, but I figured she'd probably get like, you know, 2 or 3 followers. Just, you know, just anything to help her out.
Yeah.
Shit blew up. Like, I'm talking like I set my phone down, came back and had 200 retweets.
Wow.
300 retweets, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, just going. Next thing you know, I'm on World Star. Next thing you know, I'm on the Shade Room, Academics. So I was like, man, you know what? Let me tweet my song. Tweeted my song. Look, at the time, like I had just dropped it. So at the time, it had like, you know, 800 plays. It was only out for like, you know, 30 hours or so.
Wow.
800 plays. I refreshed, it was at 2,000. Refreshed, 3,000. Refreshed, and it just kept going up. And now it's at like 21,000.
Wow.
So, you know, in less than a month, and that never happened to me before. So, you know, like my most popular song only has 9,000. So to be at like 21,000 in less than a month, it just only solidified what I had always thought. If I could get a bigger platform, I would get a better response. And I always believed that, but I feel like everybody believed that.
Yeah.
You know, everybody thought if more people would hear their music, and that's not always necessarily the truth.
Yeah, true.
But it showed me that it was.
Yeah.
So, you know, that, you know,
it kind of woke you up, like widened, opened your eyes, right?
Definitely, you know.
Can you speak on that song too? I know it's about
Share My
Daniela.
Love. Yeah,
Share My Love, yeah.
Literally.
Really great track. We were listening to it on the way over here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like it was absolutely about her. Like completely about her. Not like word for word was about her. She was mad at me one day. You know, she was mad at me.
That happens.
Yeah, you know, she was mad.
What did you do to her?
I do a lot of things to her. Like
I think we should, as a people, I think we gotta get Daniela on mic.
You gotta get her on mic.
We definitely gotta get her on mic. Put him on blast.
I don't honestly, I don't think I did anything, but she's Dominican, so it doesn't take anything.
Hey,
she's one of us.
Completely understand you.
Completely honest.
I understand your pain. That's why I got me a Puerto Rican.
Facts.
Not really much of a difference.
Not much. Like, it was like one of the first, like, it was like an early argument, you know, for us. And it was one, you know, like, arguments in the early stages, like, fuck that, we done. You know, so it was one of those things. I just kind of felt like I wasn't getting my fair chance to share my love. That's why I just said, you know, just give me a chance to share my, like, I literally knew, because, like, I was trying to bag her for 3 years. And throughout the 3 years, I knew all the dudes she was with. You know, every time I saw she might have had a little problem, I was there. Like, yo, how's everything? You okay? Popping up, you know, right? You know, so I knew everything she'd been through, you know, so I knew what not to be, you know, and
You're like a stalker of Daniela's life.
You know, literally.
And then named it Share My Love.
Exactly, exactly.
Don't hate on him.
But, you know, but honestly, like, it wasn't even on the stalk. I just felt like she needed someone to talk to.
Nice.
And I figured I could be that, you know, like I said in the song, you know, so that's what happened. Then, like, the whole singing part, like, that just kind of happened. Like, you know, I had some wine in me, and I sang it to sing to someone else. I had written it and sang it, and I wanted someone else to sing it for me.
And you ended up singing.
Yeah, because when I sent it to them, they was like, yo, my voice can't go that high, but yours doesn't sound bad. So I was like, all right, you know, I let my mom hear it. She was like, yo, it doesn't sound bad. Mm-hmm. So I went back to the studio, redid it seriously, and, you know, we came out with what we had. Now, I wouldn't necessarily sound a singer, but it worked. Nice. So, you know, it worked out for me.
Let's take a listen to the song.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Look at that. Look at that.
I read your mind. I mean, 20 episodes in, we should at least click a little bit.
Right? If not, then what are we
I've
doing
been
here?
clicking since episode 8. I don't know which y'all.
Let's play the record real quick.
I know you heard it all before, but most of it was lies. Girl, I can see your pain. It's mostly through your eyes. Emotions you will hide, mostly through your smile. Addicted to your soul. I love the way you grind. I could put you in a different state of mind. I could break you from the thoughts that you compile. Mentally, you everything I'd ever need. Physically, I love the taste between your thighs. Thinking back on all the women that I had, none of them was even close to your style. I know everything you've been through in the past. I've been trying to get you closer for a while. So baby girl, promise me all of them niggas irrelevant. Girl, above everything, you my queen, you a goddess. I swear you my angel, you heaven sent. And I promise you honestly, I would do anything just so you know love is real again. And I know that they burn you with lies in the past, but I swear I won't put you through hell again. Just let go of the pain if you hesitant. I know that feeling's impossible, baby, and I know that shit took a lot from you, baby. With all of this shit you accomplishing lately, I know that your dad will be proud of you, baby. I'm trying to make sure that the love is invincible. Reassure you the feeling is sensible. Just so all of the reasons it never worked out with them niggas before me make sense to you. And I can see that need someone to count on. girl, I can be that. Just give me a chance to share my love. I'd give anything to feel your touch, cause I know what you've gone through. I'll never be that. Need someone to talk to, girl, I swear that I can be there. Just give me a chance to share my love. I'd give anything to feel your touch, to feel your touch. To feel your touch. To feel your touch. To feel your touch.
Aw, look at her blushing. That song did it. My bad. I'm gonna put the mic on her for like 1 minute. Did that song? You forgave him real quick with the quickness after that?
Just a little bit. Spoke about my dad, so I got a little personal.
I guess it would only make sense if you knew the story about her father. You know.
Okay.
Is it okay? He passed away this in June, so you know.
Oh wow.
So which is why when I said I know that your dad would be proud of you.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So because you know when you lose somebody, you know you always wonder like especially if you maybe. It's one thing when you do things that you know you shouldn't be doing when your parents are there and they can't see, but you know when they pass away, you feel like, damn man, I know that, at least that's how. I never lost a parent, but I lost a lot of people that always felt like, dang, I wonder what they're thinking right now. So, I just had to let her know, like, everything that you've done, I know he would be proud of you.
That's awesome. You did the right thing.
Kudos to you, man. That's
Word.
cool.
I appreciate it.
So how do you, it feels like you found the one, quote unquote. How do you feel? How does that feel?
Exactly how I thought it would. Because like I said, it wasn't just one day I decided I wanted her. Like I wanted her for like 3 years. I met her on my birthday, and since that day I wanted her.
Nice.
And everybody in between was just settlements, and it never worked out, and I never understood why I didn't.
That's why.
And the same with her, but like when I got with her, and hopefully when she got with me, it all made sense. Why it didn't.
It just
work
fit.
out. Yeah,
Nice.
and I don't feel like I'm trying at all.
It's just normal.
It's just natural.
Aww.
That's dope when you don't feel like you're trying. It's like with a job. If you do
Facts.
what you love, it doesn't feel like work.
Facts.
So let's talk about Queen real quick, because I see like your music is influenced by women a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
either whether it's a
Positive.
lady or your mother or
my life is.
Yeah.
That's how I was raised. It wasn't too many male figures in my life, if any. So I grew up seeing a lot of like broken women, which is not even a term I want to say. Like
I'm a little offended by that.
Yeah, I didn't. That's not a term I want to say. Broken is not the word I want to use.
hurt,
I mean, I don't even know hurt.
abused.
I just feel like that they were taken advantage of, like by people who knew their hearts were pure, And I grew up seeing a lot of women like so forgiving for the same thing, and and I would just hear the same story over and over and over, and like a lot of women forgot, not necessarily forgot their worth, but didn't like stress their worth. And I felt like, look, man, I'm a man, so I'm gonna let you know, like, don't let anybody like let you behave a way that you shouldn't. You're a queen before anything. No matter what they say, no matter what you've done, you're still a queen.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take, no matter who you are. You were born one, you'll die one. So why not act, throughout
Act like one. I think women, because I'm, I can speak on that a little bit, because I feel like as women, whether you're a mom or a girlfriend or wife, whatever, we give so much of ourselves,
so much,
always, like
so much.
It doesn't even in friendships,
much.
like we give so much more for
Literally
compared to the opposite sex, to men, that you kind of, it's not that you don't know your worth, but it's like your worth gets pushed back.
Facts.
So like everything else, like your needs go in front of a woman's needs, and it sucks. It shouldn't be that way.
Completely. Women, that's literally what they give themselves.
Yeah.
In so many different ways that what you just said made sense.
Yeah.
By giving themselves.
I felt that way. I felt like I always say, like, you kind of lose yourself.
And it's hard to get it back. Mm-hmm. It's hard once you give
don't even
yourself.
Realize that you've lost yourself
until you lost it. Until it's too late.
Until like you're by yourself, standing there like, what the hell am I gonna do now?
Literally, like, where
do I go?
And I just wanted women to know, like, look, I know that's all happened, but don't forget, you're still a queen.
Yeah.
And you'll always bounce back, just like you do every single time. Yeah. Every time you thought every time you've been through something and you thought like you never make it through it, And 5 months later,
Nice.
here you are with a different problem, maybe, but you still made it through that last one. So you'll do it again.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just what I wanted them, a lot of women to know. You know, don't forget that you're still a
Yeah.
queen and you always will be. And that's probably the most popular song I have. Maybe not stat wise, but like reaction wise, it's the most popular song.
Nah,
I
that
have.
song is supreme. Please play that song. That song is
Let's
awesome.
play a clip real quick.
A part of her is always hidden. In my mind, a part of her is always with me. A piece of art she is. Beauty is her definition. See, what makes her different is her passion, and a woman with passion is definitely worth some attention. At least a little effort. At least a little extra. See, as a man, I'll be the first to stand up and admit that you women don't deserve it. For without you, there is no us. And as a queen, you are before anything on this surface. And no lies should be told to you. And no dream should be sold to you. And perfection should be shown to you. At least a little effort. At least a little extra. Check. See, baby girl, I know you've been through better days. And I know at times you smile more. And lately he's been distant, you wish he could be around more. And I know that you've been stressing, and I'm hoping I could write the perfect words to maybe lessen some of that load that's on your chest. And I know you only want his presence, huh? A little concern, a little effort, huh? But he don't give you that, he's selfish. He busy chasing successes, but you think he chasing bitches. You dealt with that with your exes. You nothing short of perfection, huh? So now you question how you dealing with this shit again, when all you ever wanted was a nigga there through thick and thin. But then again, us niggas all the same. But you knew that all your life, so is us niggas all to blame? Cause these women getting easier and shit is all a shame. And temptation getting heavier and shit is hard to change. But his love is nothing less and nothing more than the game. You dealing with all of this for him to mention your name, for him to mention your name, for him to mention your name. Now tell me, is it worth it? Cause you do anything to show him he's everything, and somehow it's never perfect. And you're a queen before anything on this surface. So I gotta let you know that it's time to let it go. And 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 it's time to let it go.
Somehow, somewhere, in almost every episode, I was bringing on my kid. But it kind of reminded me of that. I'm like, you know, as a dad, you're always like, nah, my kid is never going to date nobody.
Definitely.
Fuck that. But let's face reality, you know, she's going to grow up one day, and hopefully she'll meet somebody that thinks like that. It really reminded me of that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, I didn't really always think like that either, you know. And it's, I had to see the women that I love be hurt by someone else to realize what I was doing to certain people wasn't necessarily what I was raised to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then so now, like, I have a baby sister. She's 7. So every day I go up to her. Her name's London. I'm like, London, what are you? And she knows to say a queen, just so she knows every day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, every day. And like, if no one else told, by the time she's like, you know, 2015, she won't need that, you know, confirmation from anyone else.
Yeah,
because
it's true.
Every day she knew she's a queen.
She
So,
knows
you know,
where she stands. She
Yeah.
knows
You
her
know,
worth. You know,
you
yeah.
know.
I love the last word. What stayed with me was I wrote it down. At least a little effort, at least a little extra.
Yeah.
And at the very end when you said a queen dealing with assholes.
Yeah.
Because it's true, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Like, I just stopped dating because of that.
Facts.
I just said, like, I'm done. Because
Yeah.
I don't even think I was attracting. It's just like, kind of like you entertain shit when you don't need to entertain. So I
Yeah,
found myself
yeah.
in that. I'm like, I'm not even doing that. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's so true. Because I have a lot of female friends where I'm like, they got everything else in check. Career, family. But when it comes to, like, dating opposite sex, it's
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah.
You have good credit. You have a good career. You're great looking. You're healthy. Like, why are you dealing with this buster? Like,
you would never know. You
Yeah.
know? You would never know.
so that line stuck with me. At the very, I like how the song ends with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Great song.
Definitely. You know, it actually kind of came together accidentally. Like,
Yeah.
it was originally the poem that you hear in the beginning. That was it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I just started writing more and more. That was the second song I had ever written. So, you know,
Wow.
I didn't really know how to write. And like me, like, I heard you guys talking about this on the previous episode. Like me, it's when I write music, I don't necessarily write with a beat. Like I write the music in my head, and then it would take me so long to find a beat to match it. And it's so difficult to do. So that whole song that I wrote, the structure, the melody, everything was written without a beat. So you know, and honestly, finding the beat took a lot longer than writing the song.
You know that now that you bring that up, that's when the very first thing I ever heard from you that Nicki sent was "If I Died Today."
If I Died
and
Today.
that song, that I won't even call it a song. To me, I felt like it was spoken word. Like
Literally.
from you,
Yeah.
I don't even get music. I get like a sonnet. I get poetry. I don't get,
and
and,
that's
then it happens
exactly.
to be like a spoken word with music.
Exactly. Like
you
literally,
know?
like I don't know if in this jacket I just changed jackets, but like all my jackets, you go into my pockets, you'll see little sticky notes with just my phone's just a bunch of endless notes. Like
Yeah.
I'll think of something, write it down. I have a whole beat in my head. Like I wish I could just take a beat and make it.
Yeah.
And I guess you probably could, but it just doesn't work that way for me. But you know, like I just write it from my mind. I'm literally just speaking. It's literally like a sonnet, like you said. And if I died today, it was like when I wrote it. It was I was
amazing
going,
track.
Thank you.
I was
appreciate
just about to
Amazing
talk
track.
about it.
I think that's your best piece.
I think I would
Stop saying what I'm about to say.
honestly, I will probably agree with you, you know. And when I wrote that song, like I was in a really dark time in my life. Like,
can tell.
And I had never been in that place in my life.
Yeah.
And I caught myself like, hold on, listen, man. All the positivity you preach to these other people, because I'm the guy you come to vent to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how can I feel this way?
Damn, that's me.
So
I
you
be
know,
feeling like that.
how can I feel this way and then tell you like, look, thug it out. It'll be okay tomorrow, you know. And so that's why I started the song. Like tomorrow's another day to be beautiful. And when I wrote the song, like I don't want to say this either, but you know, I'll just be honest. It was kind of like my last goodbye, like almost like a suicide note. But it wasn't going that route. But that's like when I wrote it, it was kind of like,
Like
yo,
an exit.
Exactly. Like if I died today, this is what I want you to hear.
That's the
last.
feeling. Do you know what's crazy? Because that's the feeling that I got from it.
I'm glad. Now
I felt like
you
you were
know,
just like you were finishing something off, and you were like, "Peace,
literally,
I'm out."
That's literally what it was.
Yeah, because it's like you're kind of saying like
Yeah.
to the single moms, like, "Yo, you're
Exactly.
doing it. They
You
don't
know.
got everything that they want, but they got everything that they need." Yo,
Exactly.
dads, like it
Yeah.
felt like you're closing out, like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm
So
out."
I had figured I'd speak about what I'm going through, and I spoke to everybody about what they're going through, and I ended it with, "Thank you for listening." You know,
Yeah.
and then I had came across what's the song, Thug's Mansion, the acoustic version, and I heard because when I had written it, like I said, I didn't have a beat. You know, then I came across, I was like, whoa, sounds perfect. And then I rapped it. I found the beat, rapped on it, and it just was perfect. You know, went to the studio that same day, and that was like, last year was dark for me. You know, like 2016 up until like October, I was very stagnant, and that was the only thing I had written the
Trump
entire
was
year.
fucking elected. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, for other reasons, you know.
No,
I
of
was,
course, I'm
like,
just
you know,
joking
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
I feel like that was just like I said in the last podcast. It just felt like a dark cloud.
Yeah,
I felt that way.
You know, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Now 2017 feels like it's
A joke.
clear. Like
Like it's a joke. You know,
yeah,
like,
let's
you
do
know.
this. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't know.
You know, we should play that record because I really like that one.
Yeah.
That was my favorite out of all of them.
If I
Let's-
died today?
Yep, let's play real
I
quick.
appreciate that.
It's Ace. I know everybody been going through what they go through, but that's life. Just hold it down. Tomorrow's another day to be beautiful. Now as I sit up in this booth to give my lyrics to the youth, I hope they listen cause the truth and not these women I pop. Cause when I rap about my struggle, turn my hunger into hustle, all my weaknesses the muscles, I pray I get to the top. And when I listen to these rappers and the music they call classics, I can never really grasp it, I just wasn't impressed. I pay attention to their flows and all the beats these niggas chose, and how they lyrical delivery was just like the rest. I'm back to rapping from the soul. I got too close to trap and lost the perfect girl for me. She wasn't where my focus at, but lately I've been wishing when I speak that she would listen, cause I'm often reminiscing and I'm hoping she remember me. But I ain't never been this person caught up in their history, but I can never shake her conversations from my memories. But if we meant to be, then it'll be, cause I've been having dreams and they been fucking with me mentally. I was showing love to niggas fucking up the chemistry. I locked so many thoughts inside a bottle of this Hennessy. I've been learning niggas really not who they pretend to be. My insecurities been really fucking up my energy. I'm second guessing everything. I am my biggest enemy. I doubt myself so much I often wonder if I ever win. I spit the truth in lines between you and I. I've contemplated everything from homicide to suicide. But I know better than to do that, cause if I took a life of mine, I know my mom couldn't live through that. And I would never put her through that. And I would never put her through that. I've been talking to God, trying to fool him again. I'm praying, asking for forgiveness, then I do it again. And Lord knows that I know better, but constantly still I do worse. Comfortably live a lie, ironically still the truth hurts, damn. Now what's realer than this? I touch the people with the music, now they feeling my shit. And if this verse should be my last, I hope you feeling every lyric. To all my brothers in the system, I hope this get you through your sentence. Single mothers, if you listening, this message for you. And I know these times it's hard, just do the best you can do. May not have everything they want, but they got everything they need. And we don't never need to meet, just know you everything to me. Shout outs to fathers still around, you truly amazing. And if two can make a baby, then more than one should raise it. Hold it down, king, cause time lost, you can't replace it. And if don't nobody say it, just know I appreciate you as Ace.
I look at that song like if you have like a showing, like a gallery,
Yeah.
that's the prize. That's the one everybody's gonna go see.
Facts.
That's the one that has the line.
Yeah.
Like, get the hell out of my way, I wanna see this fucking shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's how I feel too, you know.
I paid it for my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's
She's
up.
9, but she understands. Like, she
I
raps a
heard
little
you
bit.
talking about like Nas, your favorite rapper.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a whack person. I have good influences. Like, I always saw, like, I refuse to leave, like, you're not going to be a whack legacy. You got to be good.
Facts.
Forget about that. That's
Yeah.
what we are. Yes, we did the podcast.
Yeah. yeah, definitely.
Two things I took away from the record was you could see how strong your relationship it was with your mother, because you talk about,
Amazing.
yo, I contemplated homicide, contemplated suicide, but I'll never do that to my mother. She couldn't go through with it.
I already know.
Like, I understand that, because, yo, who
Literally.
hasn't been there? But then
Just
you
imagine
really
that.
weigh everything up, like,
know,
now.
Just imagine that, you know, like no matter how, if you take your own life or someone else's life, I mean, there's no winner in that, because you know, like if I were to kill someone, my mom, and now I'm in jail for the rest of my life, my mom would never be
Nobody
the same.
wins.
Never.
Never be the same.
Nope.
You know, she already dedicated her life to me when she had me. So now imagine like her not even being able to do, like, something happens to me and she can't protect me.
Yeah.
And that's how it would be if I was in jail. And that's also how it would be if I took my own life, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's something I just wouldn't, like, it's bigger than me, because I know she wouldn't do it to me.
Yeah.
I think the dopest line there, or I think the one that hit me the most, the realest, was, damn, I'm drawing a blank. What did you say? Oh, he goes, I'm trying to fool God, asking for forgiveness, and then I go back and do the same shit again.
He was driving.
Yo, I
and he,
was
like,
driving and I
swerved a little
stopped.
bit.
I was like, yo, that's
It
me.
hit him. I was like,
I'm
what
telling
the
you, yo,
hell?
God, I promise I'll never do this again. Just
What?
took,
How many
I-
times have you been
happened to me like 2 days ago, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I've been there 1,000
Yeah.
times. Like, you know, God, look, man, not you, but like, God, look, please, just don't let her be pregnant. I swear to God, I'll never have sex raw again.
Yeah.
You know?
That's this is crazy, because that's an example that this one Supreme
I would say
use.
that. I would say that. Why not?
I'm
Yo,
just
God,
saying.
if you let this STD come back, STD test come back good, I promise I would never ever.
Next thing you know.
And as soon as
Yeah.
you get the results,
I mean,
you're like,
I'm
whoa.
And I'm
Let's
over here
get it.
like, oh my God, like, come on.
So yeah, I
Supreme.
think that was so dope.
Yeah, that's just how I felt at that time too. You know, I was literally sitting the guy, you know, trying to fool him.
Is that what you're most proud of out of all the music you've made? Is it that one or
Man,
the
you
girlfriend
know-
one? You better pick the girlfriend one. She's looking at you hard.
Well, what are you asking? Like, most proud on based off what?
On yourself, not even
The
about
one that you
rea-
that's like it's your baby.
I would say so. I would say yeah, because that song right there was the one song that I kind of wrote for me.
Yeah.
You know, every other song, of course, it was written like it was something I was
Somebody
going
else
through.
in
But
mind.
I'm also I had someone else in mind. Like when I wrote it, like, yo, I know this person needs to hear this. This will help them when they're going through this most likely again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that song was for me. You know, that was like a song for me. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And
You
I
can
had
tell.
never, I had never really done that.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like I said before, I felt like you had a journal on it and the page was dropped
Literally,
somewhere and somebody
literally.
picked it up
Exactly.
and passed it around.
That's literally what it was.
Yeah,
when I had
that's what I
written
thought of it. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, damn, I was late. This is crazy because we had you in line. We have, we do have a few people that want to get on this podcast.
Don't get cocky now, because we had 20 episodes. Stay humble.
No, of course. No, but you were like, it was like 2 ahead of you. So we were like, I was already prepping and Nikki had sent us the link. And I was in bed checking your stuff out, checking all like the music. And that's the first one that my daughter came in bed and I'm like, Alyssa, listen to this. And I played it. And that's what I thought. I pictured you walking on the street and you had like your notebook and your pages
Yeah,
fell out.
yeah.
And that was the page that fell out. And that page got circulated through.
Yo, that was really
through
good
just
though, because I'm
people.
actually about to shoot a video.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how I was
There
gonna
you
do
go.
it. Can I borrow that?
Dude,
All right,
take
cool.
that on and you put me in the
Perfect.
video, but wait till I drop like 10,
Perfect.
15 pounds and we go money.
Just
okay?
have like a We Are the B-side sticker
Facts.
somewhere.
Facts.
No, I'll be
Well,
proud
Product
of it.
placement.
I'll go to
Definitely.
Baltimore.
I'm not.
I
From
mean, so I
Baltimore,
scratch
dude.
that. I will go to Maryland.
What if I came to New York? How about that?
Okay, we'll do that. I'll go to Harlem.
Perfect.
Okay.
There we go.
So let's speak about this one because talking about Maryland. you filmed the video for Voice of the People.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that about? Like, what happened? Why did you?
You know
do
what's
that?
crazy, man? Like, I know, like, I shot the video during the riots and everything, but that song I didn't write, like, during the riots. Like,
No.
that song, what happened was, I had a show, like, the first show I ever gotten paid for. I was so happy. But the thing is, they sent back the requirements, and it was like, what am I supposed to do, a lullaby? Like, they said it was at, like, a private Catholic college, so I couldn't rap about sex, I couldn't rap about drugs, I couldn't curse. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was like, damn, like, what am I supposed to do? So I had to write a song with no profanity in it. And I don't know what I was watching, but I was watching something that just kind of hit me like, damn, yo, like, my people, we're really not free. You know,
Yeah.
we're not free. So literally the only thing that popped in my head is like, my people ain't free. So that's what I wrote. I wrote my people ain't free. And I was, you know, we the new slaves to the game. And literally all everyone wants is a change, to the point where people kill each other over it.
Yeah.
You know, over chains and stuff. I'm like, yo, we're literally new slaves. And so I decided I was going to write how we really feel, you know. So like, I know everyone goes to work, most people, unless they're working on their passion, they don't want to keep clocking in. And you know, you go to work, you make what, 20,000, 50,000 a year. But whoever you're working for, that's not even, they would literally kill themselves if they
Yeah.
made that much. And you see them, they're driving
And
in their
you're working
Benz.
for somebody else's
Exactly,
dream, not
you
your
know,
own dream.
While you're waiting for the bus and they're driving past in their Benz and everything. And he's like, damn, yo, can't you just give me like $10,000 more? At least give me a Honda or something.
Yeah.
You know, can I get thrown in with my salary?
Get off this bus.
You know? So I just wrote the song, and I had finished writing it, I recorded it, and I performed it, but I never planned on releasing it. But then like a week or two later, I was at work working at T-Mobile at the time, and the Baltimore riots and everything happened because of Freddie Gray.
Yeah.
And this lady came, like, I remember I had clocked in to work at 9 o'clock, and when I was walking from my car to my job, it was like some lady just staring at me in her car. I paid no mind to it. Around 2 p.m., she walks in my job, was like, can I talk to you for a second? I said, yeah. Thinking she's wanting to buy a phone or something, and she's like, don't take this the wrong way, don't be afraid, but I've been watching you since 9 a.m. Of course I
What
took it the wrong way. So I'm like, what? She was like, listen,
scary.
you know, she's like, I'm a gypsy, I'm from here and here, and I just want you to know you have the biggest aura I've ever seen in my life, blah, 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 blah. Do you do music? Me being humble, because, you know, that was only like, what, the fourth song I had written. I'm like, you know, no, still being shy. I'm like, no. My coworkers, yes, he does. You should hear his song Queen. So, you know.
Shout out Queen.
I mean, so she's like, oh, listen, you need to go to Baltimore. The people of Baltimore need you right now.
Wow.
I'm like, what? She's like, the people of Baltimore need you. Like, they need you right now. They need you. So I hit up a camera dude. I'm like, yo, we got to shoot this video, but let's do some clips from, like, Baltimore. He was like, nah, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. It looked hectic on the news, but I was like,
it
F it,
did.
man.
All the protesting.
You know,
That was a real Harlem thing to do, by the way.
Yeah.
You literally got all that free production. You didn't have to get none of those extra people.
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah,
have to
yeah,
make
yeah,
scenes.
yeah,
You got raw footage.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
video,
That's a New York thing to
looks
do.
amazing.
man, I didn't really like the video.
I liked it. I liked it.
I didn't like
Simple.
the quality, man. I felt like it was. Shot
I think it
with, like,
matches the music though.
yeah,
honestly,
you know, I
it's
just
just,
being
just
picky.
real.
Yeah,
You're your big.
Yeah,
You're,
yeah, I know.
you're your biggest critic.
yeah,
but
yeah. You know,
Nah, it came out good. Like it's raw. Like that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
it
it matches
is.
the music. Yeah.
And you were in the
know.
trenches.
Yeah,
like,
I was literally there. So
yeah.
you know, I went there. You know what's funny? Guess who texted me when I tweeted, yo, I'm going to shoot a video in Baltimore. Guess who texted me?
Daniela.
Texted me.
I want to be in a video. I'm like, oh, I'm really rapping now. So you know,
You were like, yeah.
but of course she didn't come. You know,
Things happen.
She always faked on me for 3 years. Finally, I got her. But then, you know, so I
Well, you gotta put in work, dude.
I
was
put
worth
it
the wait, right?
Indeed, I did. You know,
There you go.
but so I went out there and like I had forgot a speaker. Like I forgot the speaker, so we couldn't even like have the Bluetooth. That's why it's like not a lot of me rapping in the video because we forgot the speaker. It was only my second video. I was very unprepared, and so I just was like, man, I saw a microphone. I saw a mic, and I saw a bunch of people. Everybody was talking. I was like, yo, can I say something? Got up there, rapped the song, had the whole crowd. It was crazy, the whole crowd, CNN and everything. People tweeted me, yo, you on CNN? I didn't even know. It was dope. You know, so, and then it just felt like, and they literally listened, like the lady said. But then the crazy thing about the lady, I let her hear Queen, she started crying and all of that. Like, she walked out the door, I turned around to my friend, look, she was completely gone.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
gone. No car, just gone. And it was like from the store to her car, there was no way she got there that quick. just completely gone. And it was the weirdest thing, you know. After she came in, started reading my palms and everything.
Yeah.
It was all weird to me, like, but I didn't know how to.
You don't
process
believe in
it.
none of that.
I mean, I can't
Or
necessarily.
you're new to that.
I can't. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say I don't believe in it, but it's just something I don't know about. So I can't. Who am I to say it's
Ignorant
not
to
real?
it,
You
yeah.
know, I can't. That's like, you know, a lot. You know, I have my faith in my religion and whatever I believe in, but someone can easily say that's not the truth. And I would be like, how can you tell me that's not the truth? Just because it's not what you. So I can't necessarily say I don't believe in it. It's just something I was ignorant to.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, for that moment of time, it was meant to be.
yeah,
It
literally.
happened for a reason.
It
'Cause
happened.
It took you to that.
And she was absolutely right.
Yeah.
They listened and they
Yeah.
listened and they needed it.
And that the title of that song cannot be any more perfect. Like
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah,
It's true because what you do as an art form is you are the
the voice of the people.
and you happen to be the voice of the people for those
Yeah.
the people that were there.
Yeah, you know.
in the protest. How did it feel to be in the in there?
I asked them.
Because like us as spectators, like it looked crazy.
It was
the whole Freddie Gray thing was. It's just a whack story, like
Yeah.
the whole with the police, the
Yeah,
way treated, and
definitely.
even how the city treated it, like it was horrible. But
Yeah.
how did it feel to be there to like
I mean,
experience
it felt like it's like one of those things. You know, you kind of feel like something's happening. You feel it in your body. You know, I felt it through my entire body.
Something's
like,
going on.
Yeah, you know, like I felt like I needed to be there, but I also felt like it was bigger than me.
Yeah,
you
of
know, and then
course.
like when people kept coming to me, like they wanted to be a part of it. Like, yo, what was that? Like people of all different colors, like soccer moms, you know, recording me, and I had never experienced that before, and like I was really nervous, and like honestly, it was almost as if like my soul left my body and just was watching, because like I feel like I wasn't there. Like,
Yeah.
I saw it's like almost like I was looking at my
You were
body,
being the voice of the people.
literally, you know,
Yeah.
and it was just very
That's fucking
You know,
awesome.
You ever feared for your life while you were there?
not one time,
Because
like not one time.
here in New York and anywhere outside of where that was happening, you only see what the news shows you.
We work on where Trump lives, and
Yeah.
today there was I went outside to get a salad, and there was like a protest.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the way that the news would portray it would be
Yeah.
like violent protesters
Definitely,
or like,
yeah.
and it was honestly it was like 50 people. It wasn't, and it was a lot of older people too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like young people. But I know I'm sure if I catch it on the news, they're gonna swing it like it's some crazy shit,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even. It was peaceful actually.
Yeah, I mean, so when I went there under like literally like I called my grandmother like, yo, pray for me. You know, I'm doing something I
Yeah,
don't.
get your
Like, you know,
blessings.
I honestly, when I went there, I had no faith that I was gonna come back. I'm like, all jokes aside,
How'd your family feel about you going there once you told them?
and the thing is, they all supported it. Like
wow.
they all knew what was gonna what could possibly happen, but they all supported it. And I told the cameraman, I was like, yo, look, no matter what happens, do not press stop. Just keep recording. Whatever happens, just keep recording.
If you would have had Dominican parents, you would have got hit with like a frying pan.
Yeah, you know,
like, ¿dónde tú vas? Crazy.
Mad chancleta.
That's dope
Mad
about
correazo.
Dominican parents don't play. Like, where you going? Get inside.
Facts.
Tú
Yeah,
estás
you know.
loco.
You know, but when I got there, at first I just was like, man, I'm just gonna shoot this, have people in the background. But people started coming to me. And when they started coming to me and I started talking to them, I realized like literally it's called Voice of the People.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
No, the title is
So, you know,
awesome.
that's what I'm here for.
It
so
makes
you know,
sense.
I went with the homeless people. There's like, and they told me that they were hesitant to be in the video of the homeless people because everyone who would go to Baltimore to shoot a video with them always portrayed them to be like crackheads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even if that's what they are, I'm sure that's not. They didn't choose to be that out of fun. That's what
Yeah.
life took them.
And that's not something
You know,
to be glorifying.
You know
either, like
exactly,
that.
but you know a lot of music does, and so you know I let them know like, look, it's not
Plays
about
into
that.
that.
You know, it's not about that. I want you to know, listen to the song, and I didn't treat them like they were homeless. I was right there with them. You know, I just wanted people to see what was really happening right around the corner, because you know I live like 40 minutes from Baltimore. And, you know, and it's pretty nice. You know, it's not the roughest. I mean, you know, it's not like it's nice
Yeah.
compared to Baltimore. So you don't really think about what's
Yeah.
going on down there.
Baltimore, like the history of Baltimore is crazy because they had like the fires, like
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I just wanted
and the Wire. Remember the Wire?
exactly.
The
you
Wire
know,
was filmed there.
and that's the Baltimore you don't see because you know they have
Mm-hmm.
the Oriole Stadium, the aquarium, and everything. And I wanted people to know, like, look, man, there's a whole community of homeless people living in tents that are about to
Yeah.
get evicted from tent. How do you get evicted from being homeless?
Yeah.
Yo, that's
like bottom of the
that's
bottom.
crazy.
Like,
That's crazy. Like they're not bothering nobody. They all have their tents. Then the police, you know, made it illegal.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like,
So you think that? It sounds like this really impacted your life,
literally,
right?
literally, of course it impact. Cause like I was talking to one of them, and I asked him. I said, you know, if you're okay answering this, how did you get here? And he looked at me and he said, young blood, you know better than me. And I was like, I know that 100%. He was like, I was you one day, but you're only one wrong decision away from losing everything you have. And that's literally stuck with me every day of my life. You can do one thing. Like, you can step into the street, get hit by a car, and now you're a vegetable the rest of your life. You can hit one J that might be laced.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
you done, like, you literally one wrong decision away from losing everything that you worked for. But on the flip side, you're one right decision away from gaining everything. So, you know, that's just something that always stuck with me, and I got that from somebody who society would perceive to have as nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So it just kind of, like, you know, it's just something that, you know, you can learn something from everybody. All you have to do is listen.
Definitely.
You know.
Damn.
How do I follow up on that?
He's mad young. I mean, aren't you guys the same age? Like, why don't you speak like him?
I do.
Fuck.
You be giving me credit.
I feel like I gotta follow you around, Ace.
Yeah.
Let me get my notepad.
Yo, shout out to her though. She's mad smart, you know, med school, all of that. you
Well,
know.
of course, she's with you.
She
You guys
cut
are-
me though. She's Dominican, like literally cut me with a knife.
That's okay.
know,
That's love.
It
Love
was
hurts.
an accident. DK.
Love hurts.
DK, he says DK, you Dominicanized.
Let me just tell you. He drove down here, so I had texted him because I didn't have his number to make sure we're on, where are you coming through, whatever. And he goes, Tato. And I was like, I showed it to some people, like, and then I took a picture of it and I sent it to, we have a group chat between Nikki, the B-side group chat. And I'm like, look at this. Like, look at him. He put Tato. Like, I'm like, Ace is Dominican.
What's your favorite Dominican word?
Huh?
What's your favorite Dominican word?
Coño.
Coño.
Oh, that was my first word.
Yeah.
I said coño, 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 coño when I was a
It
baby.
just rolls off.
Yeah, it's like,
perfect.
fuck!
You know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
it works perfectly, and no one knows what you're saying, but they know it sounds cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, and all you have to do is say that, and anyone will think you're Dominican
Yeah.
or whatever. So I just got my 3 words, and it works everywhere I go.
What are your 3 words?
Tato, coño, and DK. I mean, that's all
What's your
I
favorite
need.
Dominican food? The plate.
I don't even know the names of that stuff, but whatever her mom cooks, I'm for it.
Describe it. What it looks like. Let's see if I can guess.
Man,
Those little yellow
like-
things or plátanos.
I love them, man. I love them.
I like sancocho on a rainy day.
Facts. I mean, I ate it for like 6 days straight.
The worst thing about being Dominican in the summer is when your mother decides to make sancocho on a 100-degree
Yo,
day. Like,
question.
what's wrong? Why?
Because nobody knew what it meant. Do you know what it means?
Sancocho.
Yeah.
No idea, bro.
To boil, B.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was
Nobody
drinking
knew
water.
that.
I was drinking water when you were answering, but yeah, sancochar.
But
Yeah,
no,
to boil.
When I asked, I was like, yo, what does that mean? She's like, nothing. It's just what it is. I'm like, yo, it has to
So
be
do you know where
something.
mango comes from? The word mango?
I don't know what mangoes. I don't know what
No. When the gringos came to DR, they served them a plate of mango and they said, man, it's good. Mango.
That's- No,
what
no.
they say. No, I
That's
didn't
like
make that
like a folktale. That's like the legend. That's where it came
that's
from.
what they say. I didn't make that up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But
Dominicans do that. Like security guards in DR call Wachiman.
shout out to Dominican. Y'all see Nikki about to snap right now. I can feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I saw the look. I was like, damn,
You ever-
you know that Dominican look, B. She just stared at me in Dominican.
Yeah.
She just did it. She literally
Nikki's
just
on
did it.
FaceTime.
Yeah, Nikki's not here today, so you guys are not gonna hear that annoying Jersey. She not here.
Yo, shout out to Jersey if you're listening.
Oh man, she's sick. Feel better. You ever been to DR?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I just took my first plane in January.
Where you went?
Jamaica.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Kinda.
Nice.
I sightseeing. I really just got on a cruise and we was in Jamaica
Oh
for an
no,
hour.
I
I heard
would
you
never
afraid
do it.
of that,
Nope,
man. You
I'm
missing
good.
out, bro.
I actually have a free cruise. I'm not going.
I know. I remember.
I'm not. I'm sending
He's
wifey
gonna
and one of
pass
her
it to
friends.
me.
Let them go.
I
Damn.
remember.
Or you, whatever. As long as I'm not going. Straight
Yo,
up.
you missing out,
I
bro.
love
24-hour
cruises.
food.
Derek Jeter.
You want to
put
go
his
there,
hand
Jeter?
up.
No, but they have boats. They have boats that you survive on.
Nah, I saw Titanic, bro. That's a lie.
It's an unsinkable boat, even if it's filled with water.
That's what they said about
Yeah.
Titanic.
You're right. You're right. But it has a week's worth of food too. So you good.
Nah, and I don't swim either. Not a good combo.
from New York.
I'm scared of sharks. Exactly. I had a pump. I didn't go to
Facts.
beaches.
Facts.
The closest beach to me was Coney Island, man. You know how dirty that is?
Dirty. dirty. I mean, bottles. You know.
I got on a cruise I'm from New
Syringes.
York. I don't really swim.
I got on the cruise.
Hey,
That
man,
was
because you
a time
sold
of my
out.
life.
I'm from New York.
I had
didn't
no
sell
Wi-Fi.
out.
You
I
know,
would take my kid on a Disney cruise, and I had the time of my life.
the
by the
time
way.
of my life too.
I didn't even drink too. I was sober on that
Hey,
vacation.
man, listen, y'all not gonna convince me.
That
I will
never
never
happens.
do a cruise.
I met one of the people who worked at the liquor store. They allowed me to take my liquor back with me to my room. So they gave me 12 bottles of White Henny for $180.
Ooh, White Henny.
Dude, you could have made a killing over. You
Could
flipped
have.
them.
I did. I came back to Maryland, sold them. for
Supreme
70.
bought me White Henny when
There
he
you go.
when he
Pound
came
it.
when he was on vacation.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about liquor influences your writing, right?
Honestly,
Because this is like the third time you talk about liquor.
well, I mean, you're in New York.
It gets you creative. It gets your creative juices going.
Yeah, but I try to stay away from it
Wow, how so?
because like it's like I prefer wine.
Oh, I love red or white.
I don't like red. Red
Oh, I
gives
like
me a
red.
headache. It's kind of dry. I like Pinot Grigio.
You can't say stuff like that if you're a rapper. Just lie. Like I drink Henny.
I'm done. That's why I want to be
You don't
different.
lose
Like
the street
I'm done
cred.
with
But
Henny in
I
2017.
don't think I don't really. I mean, do you consider yourself a rapper?
I mean,
Because you sing too.
as
you
a
write.
that just started. I don't know, man. I would consider myself a rapper, but I just think rap is such a boxed in word. I
Yes,
don't-
that's how I.
you
That's,
know-
that's how
you know,
I feel.
I'm just an artist, you know. and
Other.
I'm just a creative, you know. I like to consider myself. Honestly, if you ask me, I would say I was a motivational speaker.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
that's what I would call myself.
I would classify you
You
as
know,
that.
that's what I would call
Yeah, this is
myself.
crazy. I felt the same way when you said about closing you in. I feel like rapping is just he's just a rapper.
Yeah, because
I take you for more than that.
Thank you, because anytime I've told someone I rap, they always gave me that look. Oh,
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Oh, you one of those.
Yeah.
It has such a
Oh.
bad
You're gonna make it,
connotation.
right?
yeah, you know. So exactly
Yeah.
like if I told someone I was Dominican, oh, you're a cheater. You know, that's what they were looking at.
That's the biggest lie in the world.
Yeah, we had shut up. We had the guy who created Team Dominican on Instagram. I don't know if you follow it. It's like,
I was listening.
it's a great page, yeah. And he's always putting that like Dominican myths, Dominican men cheat.
Facts.
Like,
I
but
don't know, man.
it's true though. You guys have a bad rap.
Isn't there a show? What is it? Truth or Fiction or Mythbusters?
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
should
needs
be
to be on
right?
it.
I don't know if y'all win that one, bro.
You're not helping me, man.
Aside from you,
Thank you.
every Dominican man I know is loyal.
What you mean? Wait, you just shit
Your
on
nose
it.
is
Said
growing.
it backwards.
I'm just messing with you now, but yeah.
So let's talk about any future up and coming projects, like anything
Man.
you're working on.
I'm actually I'm working right now. Ironically, I'm working on something called If I
Wait,
Die Tonight.
Daniela. Wait, side note. Daniela just put her hand up like
She put that ring finger
ring.
up, started waving it around.
That's a project on its own right there, you know. Shoot, I'm working on a project for that too. She and I are working on a couple
It's in the
projects,
works.
you know. So yeah, definitely I'm working on like right now I have 3 projects in mind. I'm just trying to prepare myself mentally for them. I have an entire project that's done already that I was gonna put out in December, but then I decided that it wasn't what I should have been doing. Like I just kind of felt like I would be moving backwards because what the whole topic was about was giving light to something that I didn't necessarily
Wanna give
care to
light
give
to.
light to anymore. So
So you scratched the whole project?
scratch the whole thing.
Oh wow.
You saved it or you deleted it? Like,
I saved it, but like I'm the kind of person where when I make a song, I don't write a song just because to do it. I'm feeling it. I'm going through it. I'm listening to it 1,000 times, you know? So I have to put it out. I can't hold on to it because by the time, if I hold on to it, I might not be feeling that way anymore. I'm not going to give it what it deserves.
Yeah.
So that entire project, I wasn't feeling that way anymore. I would hear some certain things. Like, you ever dated someone and like you look back a year later, like, damn, what the hell was I thinking?
every
Yeah.
ex.
That's how I felt
We were
about that
talking about the other
project.
day.
every ex.
yeah. That's how I felt about that
Yeah.
project. You know, like I listened to like, yo, certain things that would come off like, how the hell did I even feel that way? Like, that's wild. You know.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's big of you to even consider because most people would just put it out just to put it out. Like, damn, I put in so
Yeah.
much work, so much labor, so much
and
time.
I felt that way too. Like I spent a lot of money on it. I didn't put in too much time. I would be lying and said I put in a lot of time because
Yeah.
it was probably the quickest thing I'd ever written. You know,
Well, easy come, easy go.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but I knew it. I honestly knew it was something that like that. I knew that would be it.
Yeah.
Like that would be the one. I knew it just because of the fans that I don't like to even say fans. That's like an arrogant word. The supporters that I've built. I knew that's something that they would just latch onto and get them through or hold them back. But whatever the case is, it would stick with them. So it was really difficult to let go. But my reasons for letting go, I felt like that wasn't a difficult decision at all.
Wow.
For, the reason,
Yeah.
it just seemed like that or that. It was an easy decision.
This or that.
So
90s.
So, who are your musical influences? Like who do you listen to? Who inspires you?
as far as when I'm creating music,
Doesn't matter.
All around.
all right, well, when I'm creating music, I wouldn't necessarily say I have musical influences. I have like do nots who I don't want to sound like, but I wouldn't necessarily say I have something that I want to
The
sound
first-
like.
I'm waiting for I was
know.
waiting for him to the devil ears come out.
But yeah, but like when I first started writing music, honestly, like if I couldn't hear like J. Cole saying it or like Drake or whatever saying it, I wouldn't even do it. But then like that was when I was rapping to get people to like it. But now I don't care if they
For
like
you.
it or not. Now I don't care if they like it or not. This is my soul, this is my heart, this is what I've gone through. I'm putting it out. So, I'm influenced by what I go through. Life is my biggest musical, influence. But as far as who I listen to on the regular, Cole, Drake, Kendrick, Wale. But I also listen to Future, Kodak.
You got to.
But they have the time and the place.
I was about to say that. The club scene.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm in the club, I wouldn't necessarily want to hear myself. And I'll be honest about that. But if I'm driving home at nighttime, I might want to hear If I Die Today over I'm chilling with my homies, 300.
Yeah.
For me, I don't,
So you one of these artists that you could listen to your own music. So some people record and they never want to hear it. They don't want to hear it out loud. It's like it's meant for the audience. Like they feel uncomfortable listening to it. You cool with that?
Nah, I love my music only because like it's dope to know. Like it's kind of, like when I listen to my music, it's like I would assume. Because when I hear people talk about how it is when they look at their child, like, yo, I created that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about my music.
It's your baby.
Like, that's my baby. That's my, and it's always dope to know, like, damn.
That's how you should feel, though.
I created that. And it's deeper. Like, it's something like my grandmother could listen to, my cousin, my baby sister, your grandmother. It's nothing that you will ever listen to. Like, oh, I don't ever want you to listen to that again.
Yeah.
Even if you like it or not, you'll always respect it. It's always something positive. Or even if it's like, if I am talking about the hood or whatever, I'm not glorifying. I'm just giving light to it. Like what it is. So I always listen to it like it's my baby. Like I'm proud of it.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
I just asked because we work in radio, and every time I would say we'll cut a commercial, and I'm in the car listening to the station, and I'm with wifey in the car. I hear my commercial, I switch it. She turns it back and flips it up. Like, it's the proudest thing she's done. And I'm just there like,
Yeah,
oh
and
my
she
God.
speaks very highly of him.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I
Says
just
he
have a
sounds
thing
good.
about
I say
hearing
too.
myself. I'm like, nope.
Because
nope, I don't
I'm
wanna hear
the
Yeah.
I'm the one that records him and produces
Yeah.
it, so I don't have to make him sound good. Like
Yeah.
he sounds and he's gotten good. because
Yeah.
It's practice.
Yeah.
So it sounds. I always tell him it's like you don't sound bad, but it's the same thing with me because I don't like listening to the podcast. Like when it's me, I don't
Y'all
like to
sound
hear
really
back.
good, I'll be honest.
I don't
Y'all-
like because I feel like I sound like a man.
Nah.
So I don't
She
like,
always. What's the thing? What do you say? You sound what? Hungry? Oh no. That's
no, that's when I take pictures.
Yeah,
I either
never
look
mind.
hungry or horny.
Oh.
I either got like bedroom eyes or like hungry eyes.
What? What are hungry eyes?
Yeah, what
I don't even know. I'll take a picture later and you'll see.
Fact.
It's
we gotta guess
horrible.
which one it is.
Trust me. And then I got these lashes on is worse. So you could see even more.
Yeah.
I have a question for him. In your bio, you had said that you've gotten people that tattooed your lyrics. That's insane. Like, how does that feel?
Telling me, I thought by like the third or fourth time I would feel, all right, cool, I'm used to this. Never I've gotten used to it. That's like, it's the just to know, like, people get Bible
Yeah.
scriptures tattooed on them.
Yeah, of course.
That's for life.
That has
So,
to be like the dopest compliment.
yo, like,
Hell yeah, that's like
it's
that's
for
beyond
life.
flattering.
Like I said, people get their parents' names, Bible scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are like my words. You cared about my word that much to go pay and put it on your skin for
Yeah.
life. And then like people post it, and whether they know it's my lyrics or not, oh, I want that. Just from the words, that's crazy. It's
That's
it's
amazing.
crazy. Like over 20 people have like my lyrics.
What does your mom say?
What am I? Honestly, my mom, she proud, but like she always knew I would be, something one day. Whatever it was I was into, basketball, I was really good at that. Football, I was really good at that. Whatever it was, she always knew. I guess none of us saw rapping coming, But you know, I was always good with words. Like I just always had a way with words. You know, even just speaking. You know,
Wordsworth.
yeah, you know, I was always told I should write a book, and I feel like that's what rap is.
I was gonna tell you that you should like maybe a collection of like poems or something.
Yeah, I wanted to do
With
that. Then
time.
that R.M. Drake dude or whatever his name is.
Who?
R.M.
Drake?
I don't know how you say it. R.M. Drake.
Oh, RMM.
He stole my idea. I guess it probably was his idea
So
as well.
just do it your own.
You know, but I just feel like, you know, but that's how rap and all of that started. Like I would like post little poems, like little snippets of poems that I had written on Instagram, and they would go crazy for it.
Yeah.
And you know,
Dude, if you have people, especially women, marking their bodies
Men
with
too,
your words.
men too.
Okay, but
You
I'm
know,
saying more
yeah,
women because
facts.
women you see their bodies more than
Yeah,
men.
yeah.
Sex house.
That you like, do not compare yourself to anybody else. Get that book out and do it.
Facts.
I'm not saying now because you need to also grow as a person because
Facts.
you're young and you need to grow as an artist. But I think you should definitely put that on your to-do list.
literally.
Maybe after you marry Daniela and
Maybe.
you could talk about marriage. Yeah, Daniela agrees.
It should be easy. I mean, you was after her for 3 years, bro.
that's not even something I'm afraid of.
Yeah, but the biggest hurdle is the getting her. He already got her.
Yeah.
So after that, like what?
I mean, I
You're-
get it because I'm not really a big believer in marriage. I think it's just a piece of paper. I don't think it makes a
Facts.
difference.
But he's
But
engaged. He's
I
engaged.
am. It's all right though. Like, I got engaged because if it don't make her happy, all right, cool. But I could have got my whole life without getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like if
I
it
think
were up
that's
to
me.
me,
I
like
think
I
we get
said,
married.
like I've been trying to bag her for 3 years, so you can imagine how I feel about her. But
Well, probably has the
I
ring
need
already.
her to know because I knew 3 years ago how she was gonna feel about me one day. I already knew.
Yeah.
But I need her to know now. Like, yeah, just so I already have. I know how I'm gonna propose to her. I planned this 3 years ago. I know my vows already. I know everything I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I already know. I'm just waiting for her to
She
know.
knows, dude. You spoke about her
Sounds mad
dad.
prepared.
She
Like,
need to know.
she knows.
But when she knows, I
She's
just
blushing.
want her to know. You know, she start talking stupid. I just look at her. You going where?
Well, if you need a DJ for the wedding,
Facts.
Got
Supreme,
you.
Facts.
you need a piano player.
Facts.
Me, Mike, Derek, Jeter, right here.
Derek
We-
Jeter.
I'll be perfect,
Celebrity
too.
guest.
Free drink,
Because
food.
listen,
We're
the,
good.
the
We're there.
bride always
Nikki
brings the
hosts.
most.
Nikki will be hosting and she'll do
Be
her
the wedding
jersey.
planner.
Her jersey skit.
I'd be perfect too for that because the bride always brings the most family. She's Dominican.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our families might be battling. Cause
I don't know. You invite me, I'm gonna bring like 10 people.
bring
So-
whoever. It's a party.
Yo,
Yeah.
just deny her on that. Weddings are expensive.
Yo, you know
It's like
that's
$150
I don't
a
gotta eat. I'll
plate.
bring my own mango.
What?
I just wanna go for the
plate?
free drinks.
her whole family cook. Place where?
Oh, see, there you go.
It's lit.
I already see the line, the buffet line.
lit.
The buffet line. Grab your plate and then go.
And
Go.
leftovers.
He sounds mad. He said he got his vowels done. He got his proposal like
Oh,
this.
is this
He
simple?
probably has records done for when he fucks up. Like,
He's prepared.
hold on.
He's
Baby,
prepared.
I dedicate this for you.
Literally. She's easy.
in
to
his
get
jacket.
back, you know, she's mad when I know everything to do, whatever I may do, because I do things.
Yeah.
I don't do bad. I don't necessarily do the worst things.
You
but
behave.
I behave. I mean, I'm not stupid. You know, I was raised by women.
Of course.
So I
you
seen
know.
firsthand what it's like to really fuck up a woman. It takes a
Yeah.
lot to make a woman give up on you.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah, you gotta be a big
If you
piece
can
of
make
shit.
a woman give up on herself, you fucked up.
I was
Feel
telling
me?
Supreme that today that I think that's one of my flaws where like I learned from being in a prior relationship
Facts.
that I hold on to something that doesn't need to be held on to.
When's your birthday?
February 7th.
Hers too.
Oh my God. Mine is the 9th. Just throwing it out there.
See, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I hold on to little things. He's like, just learn to let go.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she don't ever let go.
Stubborn
Yeah.
Aquarius. Me too.
But it's
Yeah.
so easy. Like she'll hold on to it for mad long and then let it go. Like
Yeah.
easy, which is a simple. I'm
But
sorry.
it's easy, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
She like my
but
little
when
pitbull.
you are invested,
you know, pitbulls get.
You're
you
not
get-
Yeah,
making it back
they
to
locked
Maryland,
on
bro.
you. Yeah.
She get real mad. Give her some flowers. She forgot.
yeah, I just feel like when you're like super invested and you're like accustomed
Yeah.
to something, you know,
Yeah.
it's hard to even fathom the idea of like turn around and like, yo, I'm out. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But again,
Facts.
when you are done,
You done.
like you're fucking like
done.
when I'm done with you. Like,
And Dominican women hold on, man.
yeah.
They hold on.
We're like I don't know, like I think most of us are raised with like that old school
Facts.
morals, old
Facts.
school like
You know,
You know?
she was mad at me the other day. Didn't want to talk to me. So, you know, figured I'd tell on her. I told her mom on her. And what you think her mom made her do? Cook for me, all of that, you know. So it worked out
his
perfectly.
face.
It worked out.
I don't know about Ace now. I don't know.
You
You
did
can't
what
be
to him?
you
I
can't be
like Ace.
snitching on my homegirl Daniela.
She did it to me, and it worked. Like she told on
She
me.
can do whatever she wants to you.
Man.
She runs the world.
Yo, she blocked me from everywhere. She blocked me Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere.
Good.
I had no way else to talk to her.
Bien hecho, bien hecho.
I pulled up. I pulled her on her.
You gotta let her be. If she's pissed off, let her be.
Nah, because she started
That would
thinking.
never work with me.
When she
That's why
started-
I've never been with a
I
Dominican
can't-
woman.
I'm a
We were
Cancer.
literally not talk for like 5 years. Like,
No, not me.
I'm a wall. Like I'm
I'm
No,
a Cancer,
you're
man.
just messed up.
I'm a Cancer. I'm naturally emotional. You know, I'm naturally emotional. But
Yeah.
I'm still like, you know, I feel like I'm still a gangster. But you know, but like I'm a Cancer, so or I may fake
He's
it.
like Tupac.
When's your
over here.
birthday?
Huh?
When's your birthday?
22nd.
It's wifey's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Swear to God.
You know, so you know, I'm pretty emotional.
I look at him like Tupac. Like one day he's writing Thug Life, and then
Facts.
next day he's writing Dear Mama.
Nah,
What?
man.
Like what happened?
Yo, word. That's actually why I got my nose pierced. I was watching
Yeah?
like Tupac interviews. I was like, yo, I'm about to get my nose pierced. Just both. Like, just joking.
I've
kinda
always
look like-
wanted my nose
I've
pierced.
gotten that mad time.
You look.
too.
You have like a mix of
He has-
Tupac and. Maybe, no, I was thinking not even an artist, an actor. No, definitely not
Love
Tyrese.
Tyrese. I love Tyrese.
That's
you
yo.
you guys watch Ballers? Nobody watches Ballers?
No.
On HBO?
Yes,
No?
I watch Ballers.
The football player.
Yes, the one
The
that loaned
Rock's
him the
client.
money. Yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah, he does.
I'm gonna Google him. I'm
Because
gonna
of
show you.
this, because of this.
Is this just started going? Like I just.
Well, we got Derek Jeter in the house, so
Facts. What's up, Mike?
Facts.
Unless you guys are still drunk from New Year's and you don't know this, then I'm gonna let you know. Mariah Carey was booked to do some shit on New Year's on 42nd Street. She was booked to
Facts.
sing on national TV
for the whole world to
for
see.
the whole world to see. New York City, ball drop, all that. And something happened where they
She
played the
dropped the
wrong
ball.
record. And she was just there like, oh, okay. So we're not gonna play the song? All right, I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let the crowd sing. She wasn't a professional at all, I think.
Yeah.
Even if they played the wrong song, it's still your
It's
record.
your
Just sing the
song.
song.
Sing that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you was voice track
Sing
Mariah.
that. Yeah.
And-
She wasn't even trying to like even the dancing.
Yeah.
I was, you know, like in Dominican parties, you always had we had party in my crib, in my house. So like we're watching, we have the TV on, but it's muted because we have music on, of course. So I was watching. I was like I used to love her. Like in her heyday, I was the biggest Mariah Carey fan. Like
She was
her
hot
first
back
3
then.
albums.
And she
yeah.
used to date Derek Jeter.
Yeah. But she was a singer-songwriter. Like she broke records, you know.
Yeah.
So like I was just looking at her like this. She's not even trying to dance or move around or nothing. Like I was gonna give her dumbass for that. Like she's not even trying to be on 42nd Street performing for the whole world to see on New Year's Eve. Like closing out too, because it was 15 minutes before the ball dropping. Like
That's what
come
they
on,
do.
you could have at least
Coulda
an
put
E
in
for
effort.
effort, something like nothing. All right.
Then the Wing Belong Together. She lip synced that too.
Oh man.
Like,
And
you
then
could-
she shitted on the whole like Dick Clark production company, blaming everybody
Facts.
else. Like
Said she
you weren't
couldn't
even
hear
trying,
herself, yeah.
homegirl. Stop blaming the people behind the scenes. Even if they sabotage you, you could at least sang on the mic because the mic was open, the mic was lit. Like
yeah, definitely.
you could have sang.
Yep.
Like you're Mariah Carey.
I think she just forgot the lyrics.
She possibly did, and she
Probably
tried to
on
blame it
drugs.
on all that.
Because there wasn't a background track playing. But as a singer or as a professional performer, you really shouldn't have a background track playing. Aside
Yeah.
from like
But
ad-libs.
either way,
Exactly.
listen, major productions like that, you got backup singers singing in your earpiece.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what
You know
I was
what I'm
saying. And the dancers, like they said, the dancers were
Yeah,
on
they
point.
were all
So
engaging.
there's no way. Plus, she had Mad Mon.
And if all else fails, I'm sorry, do a cappella. You can
Facts.
sing.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. Like the world is your stage right
Okay.
now. Like
Deep get.
so, hit her with the
All right, we're gonna hit it with dumbass of the week. Hold up. Dumbass. Who else gets? You said
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was trying to act hard on social media. He's fighting with Chris Brown. Then he's not fighting with Chris Brown. Then he wants to make a whole song with him. Then he says, "I'm my mother. When I see you, I'ma fuck you up."
Facts.
And you can tell that was a lie because his mother got sick right after.
Yeah.
Like Soldier Boy, like what's wrong with you? Then he goes in the hood talking about I'm from the hood, FaceTiming it or
with a fat chain.
Facebook
Instagram Live.
living
Yeah,
it,
Instagram
and then
Live.
he gets robbed in the hood for his own phone. Like Soldier Boy, you a fucking mess.
Which was hilarious
Mad
because the
funny.
phone was on the floor and then
I don't
the
know if
thief
any of
picked
it
it
is
up.
real anymore.
I don't think so. I
Nah,
think he's
you
either
know.
something's coming out. He's promoting something. I think you should just like finish it off, put the nail in the coffin, and just start doing like love and hip hop.
Facts.
Because
Facts.
Ain't no coming back from this. Just sell out. Go be with the rest of the
Facts.
fucking losers.
I'll be honest though, I kind of want to see that boxing match between him and Chris Brown.
Chris Brown will fuck him up.
I saw Soulja Boy working out and everything. Did you see that clip on
He's
Raw?
like
Yeah.
115
Yo,
pounds, and his name is Soldier Boy.
So
Like,
I can't wait to
I mean,
outta
you
here.
can't really.
Chris Brown.
You can't knock it because Meek Mill looks like a thug, and then you saw him trying to box.
Facts.
He looked like a
Facts.
fucking
I don't
clown.
want none of that.
But Chris, he actually boxes. Well, he trains.
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
I think Chris Brown will fuck
I
him up.
can't wait.
Easily.
I would
Hello, has
love
anybody
to see
seen
that.
Chris Brown's penis picture? Hello.
I thought you were gonna say, has anybody
Thank
seen?
you, Daniela.
I thought you was gonna say, has anybody seen Rihanna? I was about to say that's fucked up.
No.
I was about to say that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Damn, forgot about that.
So yeah, whatever. Winners of the week. I got one actually. Jeter, and I don't mean this Jeter.
Facts.
The actual Derek Jeter, for real. Check this out. He's having, he recently got married to his supermodel wife, Hannah Davis, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know her name. Whatever. She's hot.
he got married.
And they're having lunch somewhere in Miami, I think. And people from other tables are like, damn, yo, this chick is even better looking in person. Mm-hmm. Like, she looks dope in the swimsuits, but she looks hot. And Jeter overheard it. And he goes, you know what? He took it like a champ. He was like, you guys are actually right. My wife is awesome. You guys are not lying. Look at her. Just stare at her. Look at her. And then he has the waiter come over and says, you know what? Give me their check. I'm going to pay it.
Oh, wow.
That's a boss move. Not intimidated at all. Super cool and confident, like always.
Mike Derek Jeter, you did that?
Yo, he did that for real. Look it up. He paid their bill. And this is before they started eating, so I would have ran up that bill.
Oh, yeah, I would have gone like lobster. I don't even eat lobster, but
Champagne to take home.
wore mad bottles.
So shout out to Jeter for that. He get a winner of the week
That
for
was
that.
nice.
That's about it.
It was a slow week.
Slow week.
It really was.
So, Ace, to
Yep.
put you on the spot, can you spit something?
I could give him a little try, I'll probably mess up, with whatever. I got you. Look. See, all my life they told me first was the worst. But I can never settle being second. Because I'm a king and I'm never hesitant to mention it. My first intention is to prove it to those who second guess. I represent all my people with every second spent stressing rent. Cause niggas forever stressing bills. I do it for the women who second guessing they sex appeal. For every drug addict ashamed to get their prescription filled. The girl who got a hole in her heart, cause that's how the tension feels. She gives it all, but she don't know how attention feels. She in the room cutting herself, cause that's how intense it feels. Damn, it's all good, ma, you a queen still. And it's all good. See, where I'm from, they never give us second chances. We barely get second meals. Give a little nigga 20, he won't get a second appeal. We the targets and the cops couldn't wait a second to hit us. To tell the truth, if it ain't trapped, they wouldn't take a second to listen. So I go ahead and rap this verse to myself. Bro, you do your thing, whatever works for yourself. But I'm gonna grind for my people, I'm never purposed in wealth. But fuck it, it helps. But if your club's going up on a Tuesday and you in love with the cocoa and all you smoke is loud, nigga, tell us something we don't know, huh? Tell the people something that helps instead of talking about your crime, because you really snitch on yourself and I don't get it. But fuck it, I don't need to, I ain't with it. I've accepted that I'm different, disconnected because I'm gifted to give them something that's lifting. I put my soul on the beat. When I speak, I preach through these scriptures. So everything that I see is everything that I chose. And everything that I am is everything that I know. Could never be the next Drake and I never be the next Cole. So I just go ahead and be the best Ace. Let's get it.
Hey, I like that. So far, everybody that's come on has
spot,
passed
right?
the test.
Put me all on the
You know?
spot.
That's what we do. With a
Practice.
B-side.
Dude, man.
That's the B-side. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
that was it. Straight up.
Facts.
Guys, thanks for listening. This has been episode 20.
Let's get
I'm
it.
sure you want to plug all your social media and all that
Yo,
good
you can
stuff.
follow me everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, whatever else it is to follow you at. Ace Free Thoughts. That's ACEFREETHOUGHTS. And shout out to the B-side. Shout out to Nikki, A-Rod, Supreme. Shout out to Mike Jeter. Shout out to, shout out to Danny, my queen. She's my inspiration. Shout out to everybody.
It's beautiful.
Thank you for listening.
That's
Great
beautiful,
episode.
man.
Thank you.
Clap it up. Let me just end it like that.
Fuck it, man. We gonna do the B-side because I like the B-side. I really don't like single.